So what if I told you we've got our hands on a declassified dossier that reads more like an action thriller than a government report? Today, we're cracking open a case file on a mission the CIA absolutely never wanted you to see.
Okay, let's dive right in. The file itself wastes no time setting the stage. It says right up front, this is not a novel. This is presented as the absolute chronological truth of what went down in case file 0008.
All right, so everything kicks off sometime between November 15th and December 2nd, 2025, and it all starts when a single unexpected phone call just shatters the peace and quiet. Picture this. Two M6 operatives, Rex Steele and Claudia Reid, are on mandated R&R, forced vacation. Suddenly, they get a call on a burner phone from an old asset, someone who's been silent for years, and he's got a warning that changes everything. And the intel? It's absolutely explosive. A rogue CIA op is happening right now in West Virginia. Their goal? To grab a massive stash of gold. And, get this, something way more dangerous, known only by the codename Project Echo 7. So what happens next? Well, the elite M6 team mobilizes immediately to shut down a shadow conspiracy that, as they'll soon find out, goes all the way to the top of American power. The team is led by this lethal duo, Rex Steele and Claudia Reid. They regroup in their secret base of operations, a custom-built tunnel hidden right under a quiet tea shop in Queens. Yeah, you heard that right. And they are preparing for war. And the guy they're trying to protect, he's Steve Munson. This guy's a former CIA operator himself, a total pro who just happens to own the mineral rights to the mine. And now, he's got a CIA kill team breathing down his neck.
Okay, and here's where it gets really crazy. This isn't just some rogue field operation. The dossier reveals that the whole thing is being orchestrated by 3 corrupt U.S. senators, each with their own greedy agenda, all working hand in glove with the director of the CIA. I mean, it really makes you wonder, right? When the corruption runs that deep, who's left to stop them?
All right, let's get into the operation itself, what the file calls Gold in the Deep. It's a lightning-fast series of violent clashes, all unfolding deep inside the mountains of West Virginia. And the stakes here? They couldn't be higher. We're talking billions, with a B, in seized Cuban gold from the Cold War, just sitting there, right next to something much, much more sinister. This whole thing just unfolds at a breakneck pace. Within a matter of hours, a quiet infiltration explodes into an all-out assault because 2 of their own get snatched. Suddenly, it's not just business, it's personal. But here's the twist. The gold? It was just the bait. The real prize the CIA was after was locked away in these mysterious crates simply labeled Echo 7. So what is Project Echo 7? Well, the dossier lays it all out. It's a weaponized bioagent, a terrifying ghost of the Cold War. It's an airborne pathogen with a 99% fatality rate. And the scary part is, it's still viable, still just as deadly. Just try to picture that for a second. You breach these old submarine pens, and there it is, a literal fortune in gold bars, stacked right next to a potential doomsday weapon. That is the terrifying reality M6 walked straight into. The rescue mission for their captured teammates is just absolutely brutal. M6 shows you their ruthless efficiency. They use a custom breaching charge, get into a massive firefight, and they are not messing around when it comes to taking out the enemy. What's so chilling about this quote from Priyanka, which she says right after they rescue her, is that it shows it wasn't about revenge or anger. For her, in that moment, it was just finishing the job. Pure, cold efficiency. So, what was the final tally? 8. 8 enemy combatants down. All of them confirmed CIA operators. And the dossier makes a point of this. 0 civilian casualties. Okay, so the bad guys are handled, the team is safe. What's next? Well, the final phase. Cleanup and making sure the right people get what they deserve. And the resolution is just decisive and completely off the books. I mean, look at how this plays out. The bioweapon? Destroyed with thermite. The corrupt officials? They just disappear. And the gold? Part of it goes to help the struggling local town, and the rest funds future M6 operations. It's basically vigilante justice on a global scale. And just like that, the file ends on a quiet note. Rex and Claudia, they're back in Key West. The mission's over. All the loose ends are tied up. And for once, that burner phone stays silent. But it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? Yeah, case file 0008 is closed. The file is burned. But for a team like M6, a team that lives and breathes in the shadows, how long can that silence really last before the next phone call rings?